Hey everyone, I don't know what that was. So today I just kind of did a warm smoky toned. I did a warm smoky toned look for you guys. I did a warm toned smoky eye. I have lipstick on my teeth. That was great. Anyways, here we are. Thank you for joining me today. This is how I got the look. If you want to find out, you can keep on watching. Thank you. I just realized that my nails match my mug. Good morning, guys. So I have a minor cold. I did sound a lot worse than this about a week ago. I tried filming this look, but it just didn't work out well. So here I am again, doing it for a second time. We're just gonna get right into it today. I am going to start off with skincare. I wash my face with the CeraVe foaming cleanser. It's like an oil control kind of cleanser, and I have really oily skin, so it works well for me. It's nice and gentle. So for toner, I'm gonna go in with my Thayer's Witch Hazel Rose Petal toner. And I'm just gonna go in with that on a cotton pad. I'm gonna go in with my Shea Moisture Kukui Nut and Grapeseed Oils Youth Infusing Eye Cream with Mineral Light Reflectors. This little guy. And then just put that under my eye and also on my eyelid. Your eyes are really sensitive, so you want to make sure that you get like an eye cream. For moisturizer, I'm going to use my Neutrogena Hydra Boost Water Gel moisturizer. I got this like a couple weeks ago and it's already almost gone. I love this stuff. This is, I want to say this is a dupe for the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea moisturizer. I tried that for a while, and I mean, it was really good. I loved it, but it's like $30–40, and that's only like 14, so broke bitch probs. I'm gonna take my Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask. It's an overnight mask, but it's just, to me, it's just a really thick moisturizer. And it smells very citrusy too, especially with the winter and how cold it's been. I mean, it's been pretty good. It's been in the 40s for the past like week, but just for some extra hydration, I like using this. Okay, so the past couple of times I've done my eyeshadow, I haven't really been all that impressed, I guess you could say. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. It's good for concealer, but for primer, or eyeshadow primer, I don't really like it. I don't know why, but I just felt like there were a couple spots on my eye where the pigment of the eyeshadow wasn't really like sticking. Well, I tried the ColourPop No Filter Concealer last time I filmed, and it seemed to work pretty good, so I'm going to try going in with that again for primer. And then I'm gonna take this brush. I got this at Rite Aid, like, I don't even remember how long ago. Like, I'm pretty sure I was in middle school. I'm just gonna blend the concealer out with this. I'm gonna take my RCMA No Color Powder and I'm gonna set that. It's a big fluffy brush, just like every other time. Also, I have some input on this powder. It's a really good powder. It's super cheap. I think this was like $12, and it's a really, like, the powder itself is really good and it sets really well and makes my makeup last a long time. The only thing I don't like about it is the packaging. It comes in this like plastic container, with this cover, and the cover is like a spice cover, you know what I mean? Like this is what like a spice would come in, and when you like, you know, and it's like, what good way can I get powder out of this without making a mess? I make literally such a mess. Like it is so messy. Anyways, it's great powder. You should try it. The only thing I don't like is the packaging. For my eye look today, I'm gonna try and only use the Morphe James Charles palette. I'm just gonna focus on using these colors right here for the smoky eye. To start off, I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush. I'm gonna mix these two colors right here, so this kind of yellow color, and then this warm tone brown. I'm gonna mix those and then use that as my transition color. And then for this color, I'm really just gonna focus that on in the crease and just kind of bring it from the outside to the inside. For the next color, I'm gonna take one of the colors that we mixed. I'm just gonna take this one right here on a smaller blending brush, and I'm gonna put that almost right where we just went, but a little bit below. So it kind of, a little bit of this color still peeks through, but I just wanna make it a little darker. And then just to blend that out a little bit, I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade, and then I'm just gonna put that kind of all over. And already I can tell a difference between the two different concealers that I use for primers. Like the colors on this one are sticking like to where I want it to be, and it's blending out how I want it to be too. And then for the next color, I'm gonna take the darker color, and then I'm just gonna work that on a smaller blending brush. So this one right here. Oh, it's a little bit more warm tone than I want it to be. So this is a color I'm going in with right here. I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of this one just to kind of cool it down a little bit. And then I'm gonna focus that kind of on the outer corner and blending that up a little bit, but I'm gonna put this more defined in the crease. And you can be really messy with this too. Like you can see I kind of got it on the lid a little bit right here, but it's a smoky eye, so it's gonna be messy, it's okay. And then now that I have that color where I want it to be, I'm gonna take that first brush that we went in with and just blend that out. Alright, and then I'm just gonna go do that same thing on the other eye. On the lid area, I'm gonna go in with the first two shades that we mixed, so that kind of yellow color and then this color right here, and then I'm just gonna pack that on the lid. Just kidding, I don't want it to be too yellow like that, so I'm gonna focus it more on the darker color. And then just to define it a little bit more, I'm gonna take this little brush right here. I'm gonna go in with this dark brown color up here, and I'm gonna mix that with this dark, like burgundy kind of color. And then I'm gonna take the first brush that we use and blend it out. And then very lightly, I don't really want my lids to be as bright as they are. I'm gonna take that same brush that we use for the lid. I'm gonna mix a little bit, like a teeny tiny bit of these two colors right here. And then I'm just gonna kind of focus that like right here. And what I just did there to kind of cool down the warm tone on the lid, I didn't want it to be like that orange. So I am taking this color right here, and I just took that on this brush right here, and then I just kind of packed that right over. But for just a teeny bit more dimension, I'm gonna take this really dark color right here, and I'm gonna take that on a small fluffy brush, this one right here, and just gonna put that like right in the inner corner, or outer corner, not inner corner. And then to blend that out, I'm gonna take this brush and just blend it. I'm gonna take this little dome brush right here, and I'm gonna take the black that's in the palette. It's just like a pure black. And I am going to kind of do like just a really smoky liner. Instead of using that dome brush, I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna use that black. And instead of winging it out, I think I just kind of want to smudge the top a little bit more. So for primer, I'm going to use my Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. On top of this smelling fantastic. After you rub it in, it makes your skin really nice and tacky. So it makes your makeup last a really long time. For foundation today, I'm gonna mix my L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour Fresh Wear foundation. I just picked this up last week. I haven't been able to use it on its own just because it is a little bit, like just one shade too dark for me. And especially if it oxidizes, it's just gonna look bad. So I'm gonna mix this with my Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour foundation. This one is just a little bit too light for me, so mixing them will give me the perfect color. And then for concealer, I'm going to use the same ColourPop No Filter concealer that we use for primer. And then to set that, I'm gonna use, I have so much foundation in my hair. I'm gonna use my Pretty Vulgar translucent powder. And then while I'm waiting that to kind of set and bake for a little bit, I'm just gonna line my upper and bottom water lines with just a regular black eyeliner. I almost just said mascara. Alright, now that that is on there, I'm going to take my kabuki brush and just kind of blend away that powder and also pack it into the rest of my face. Next, I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to take my Brow Gal Trio and mix these two colors with a wet brush like I usually do. And first I'm going to spoolie them, or brush them out with a spoolie brush. And then when I focus on like the front of my brow right here, I really want to make sure I don't have a lot of product on my brush because I kind of go in and just feather that out to make it not as bold as the rest of the brow. Alright, now that that brow is done, I'm going to go in and just go do the same exact thing to my other one. Ta-da! And now that those are done, I'm going to take my clear Anastasia brow gel and just brush through those bad boys. Now I'm gonna do my lashes. I'm gonna use my using my Kiss Teddy lashes, and then I'm just gonna slap those on. All right, now that the lashes are on, I'll go ahead and start on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take the black, and I'm literally just going to put that right. I'm gonna take a really small definer brush, like this one right here. It's super thin, super thin. I'm gonna take the black and just really focus that like the closest to my lash line. Alright, next I'm going to take this smudge brush right here, and I'm going to go in with this brown color right here. Just put that right underneath the black. Now I'm gonna take this brush right here. It's a little bit of a thicker brush. I'm just gonna take this one right here and then just put that kind of right below where we just went with that darker color. Last but not least, we're gonna go in with one last color. I'm gonna mix these two right here and just kind of blend all those colors out. goodness. Excuse me. I'm gonna take this like little champagne-y color right here and just highlight the inner corner with that. To finish up the eyes, I'm gonna put on some mascara. You know the deal. Too Faced Better Than Sex on the top lash line and Maybelline Colossal Big Shot on the bottom lash line. I hate being sick. My nose will not stop running. Excuse me. But the amount of times that I get mascara like on my contact when I'm putting mascara on is kind of annoying. Top lash line is done. Don't mind the tissue. I'm just trying not to ruin my nose. My nose don't keep running, and I don't want to blow my nose because it's just gonna ruin my makeup around my nose. So I'm just, you know, sticking a tissue up my nose like. Okay, my eyes are done. This is what they look like. It's nice little warm scomy. I almost just said scomy eye. So I'm going to use my Anastasia contour kit for bronzer today. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Flawless face brush, and then I'm just gonna go in and mix these two colors right here. For blush, I have this little Z palette that I made a while ago. It just kind of has a bunch of small things in it. I'm gonna take this blush right here. And then I'm just gonna go over that with my kabuki brush to kind of not make it as bright. And then I'm gonna do faux freckles today too. So I'm gonna take this little brush right here and I'm gonna wet it, and then I'm just gonna take my bronzer and then put the dots just all over. And then I'm gonna take my kabuki brush and just go over that. And then I'm gonna go in with that same Z palette, and I'm gonna take this highlight shade right here. I got that in one of my Ipsy bags like a long time ago, so I'm not really sure what brand it is or what kind it is. And then for my lip color, I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild lip liner in the color 712 Willow. And I'm gonna line my lips with this, and I'm also gonna fill it in. And then I'm gonna take this Buxom Vava Plump in the color Honeydew, and I'm just gonna go over that. For setting spray, I'm gonna use my NYX Matte Finish setting spray and just set it all. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any suggestions or if you guys want to see anything from me, let me know in the comments below. Please give me a like and subscribe. That would be fantastic. And I will post everything I used in the comments or in the description. And I will also post my Twitter and Instagram. Thank you guys, and I'll see you later.